Hello my lovelies, welcome back to the channel. This is Damsel in Distress Tarot. We're going to do something a little different. I'm going to do a predictive year ahead for each of the 12 zodiac signs. I have a channeled message for you for each of the signs, and we're going to pull some oracle cards, some of my decks that I designed, and we're going to do 12 cards, one for each of the months of the year. So at the end of the year, you can come back to the video and watch for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign. If you don't know where that is, you need to look up your birth chart. There's many online that are free. Put in freenatalchart.com. I'm not sponsored by them. It's just one that I think is easy to use. And you can see what your placements are for your entire chart. So all you need is your place of birth, the city and the state, the time of your birth. It is all listed on your birth certificate, and that way you can see what the astrological stuff was for the exact moment that you came into the earth. So that's how your birth chart works. So we're going to start with Aries. I'm going to go based on the channeled messages that I had. So I'm going to go a little out of my usual order, but I am going to get everybody done. So I will timestamp all of this in the comments of the video. So make sure that you watch your sun sign, your moon sign, your Venus sign, and your rising sign. Not necessarily in that order, but those will all be important to seeing your full year ahead. So you will end up having quite a few cards for your entire reading. It's easier for me to break them up this way and for you guys to timestamp and to look at them that way than it is for me to do like a gigantic hour plus reading for each of the 12 signs. So that's how I like to do that. Okay, so we're going to start with Aries. And we had definitely some channeled messages coming through. The first thing was the color yellow, and that might be very significant to you in the year of 2023. I also had X marks the spot. I kept seeing the letter X, and they're showing me that this is either something to do with, exploring something. Being also very plugged into your intuition is going to be key for you coming in the new year. So you might need to meditate, you might need to ground your energy, but definitely something where you need to get plugged into your intuitive energy, and you really need to resonate with your own energy. The other thing they're showing me is exploring a mountainside with many trees, and they're saying explore the unknown. So this may be also exploring the unknown within yourself this year. So that's the channeled message that we have for Aries, and I'm going to make sure that I timestamp all of these as well. So Aries started about 2 minutes, and I will definitely make sure it's accurate when I post. Okay, I want to start with some oracle cards first of all, and then we'll do your each month ahead. So what do we need to know for Aries going forward in the new year? We have Sun in Leo, 5, joy, a time of celebration and success. So for this oracle card, I'm going to give you the book meaning so you get the full meaning for your year ahead. Let's see what we have going on. All right, so Sun in Leo. This can be a time of great joy and success in which you will attract upbeat people, family and friends will provide or prove to be helpful, and likewise you will help them, creating a network of support. Abundance in life will come your way if you believe that it will. Finances can improve. Believe in yourself and the fact that the universe supports you first of all, and all else will fall into place. Generate joy, optimism, and happiness, and this will become your reality. This card reminds you that you generate your own happiness. To make the most of your abilities, your self-esteem and self-worth must be intact. This is the time to focus on your motivation, your own inner dynamo, and that is the generator of all that you do. Of all of your actions, align your actions with your intentions. Be courageous and assertive. Believe that you can succeed. It's time to push yourself forward and be number one, king or queen of the jungle. A fresh venture may ask that you take the initiative, act confidently, and are decisive. You have stood in the shadows for too long, and it's time for you to assert yourself and express your inner wishes. You may feel motivated to begin a new enterprise, especially in association with your creativity, music, and art. Children or a change in your personal circumstances will ask you act confidently, but without ego or drama. A creative or family circumstance will put the spotlight on you. Remember that pride Pride comes before a fall. So when the spotlight is on you, assert yourself lovingly, not aggressively, and the joy that you generate will come back to you tenfold. So that's very good to start out your year. Let's see how life is treating you in the year of 2023. Spa day. Self-care, hair, nails, treat yourself, and relax. So you need to make sure that you're also taking good care of yourself. Start over, make a fresh start. Don't waste your life. Get out there and live. So this is definitely about following your dreams, your goals, your ambitions. It's going to be really important for you. Let's get some songs for your year ahead. Mama's Broken Heart, Miranda Lambert. So that could be significant that you might be overcoming some sort of heartbreaking situation, and it's all being processed through, like you're trying to come to grips with this heartbreak or the pain that you've experienced and trying to make progress going forward. And we have the reason. So this is a card indicating that there is a reason for all of these things happening. There might be someone significant in your life that is also a reason for you wanting to make these changes. All right, let's see how we raise our vibration. Choose kindness. So this is a card telling you just that. You can choose to be kind. You don't have to necessarily, lash out or maybe choose these obstacles over choosing to be kind. It's free. Sometimes it's as simple as a smile towards somebody else that brightens their day, but choose to be kind, choose to be loving, and choose those nice, kind thoughts, especially towards yourself. Okay, let's see what we have for our 12-month spread. You're going to get 12 cards for your month ahead. Each card is going to be 1 month of the year. And then I'm going to pull timing, and that will close out each sign. So let's see what we have going on for Aries. Okay, I'm going to straighten my cards out a little bit here. All right, so we start the year with the Hierophant. So this is Taurus energy. This is a card indicating that you are on a spiritual journey of ascension. This is also a card of connecting to your spirituality, your religious or spiritual practices. This is connecting to source. This is a card of commitment and union, and it's typically seen as things like getting married to somebody or going into union, marriage, government, or public company, body corporate, official building, or official situation. So some of you in January could be definitely dealing with things like government or some sort of corporation that you could be dealing with, official buildings, so like courthouses, churches, things like that, and definitely contemplating marriage. All right, for February, we have some sort of gift, some sort of new offer from the divine affecting your finances in a positive way. The Ace of Pentacles, money coming, divine wish being granted. So in February, something that you've wished for, manifested, or prayed for could definitely be coming in, and it could definitely change things for the better. For March, we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. So this card, loneliness, unattached, soul-searching, time needed, or time alone. So I feel like you've been praying to meet somebody, or that you definitely want to have like commitment with somebody going forward. And part of that is searching your soul and doing the inner work, the shadow work, the things that are hard in order to overcome things like broken hearts or starting fresh and making a fresh start with somebody new. We have the Three of Pentacles. So these two cards definitely tell me that you could really have commitment on your mind. And this is a church setting where it's like there's, people working within the church. And this one also has three people. We have like, this is supposed to be the Pope or, somebody that's clergy. And then you have your parishioners or the people that are kind of in the mix there. So Three of Pentacles, improvements underway, but delays around it, renown, glory, or a place of worship. So that's for April. So around probably your birthday, depending on whether you're in the March or the April of the Aries scenarios, you could definitely be having a lot of these things improving. All right, so let's see, March, April, May. Two of Wands, a short journey or movement to or near water. That's fire sign energy. You could be traveling, you could be relocating during that time. You could definitely be taking a trip. Maybe for some of you it will be a honeymoon. June. All right, Four of Swords. So sickness, illness, needing to take time out, rest and relaxation is needed. So this is a card indicating that burnout is very real. And I think part of that is you aren't taking good care of yourself. So that needs to change. Make a fresh start that you do, that you actually take better care of your health in the new year, that you don't neglect yourself, that you're actually keeping up on things like eating healthy, regular checkups at the doctor, whether that's, letting go of negative or toxic cycles, but definitely needing a break and taking the time to rest. All right, we have July, the Devil. So Capricorn energy. This card is all about overcoming obstacles, jealousy, or trouble. Able to break the chains that are binding you or holding you back. So letting go of the things that aren't meant for you, toxic cycles, codependency, addictions, things that are definitely hindering your growth and progress forward. That's going to definitely be key for you to go forward. 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have August. So justice, legal situation or document, police, finding out the truth in the matter and affecting the balance. So you could be dealing with courts, contracts, legal issues, the justice system, balancing things out, dealing with the Libra, and definitely things being restored, balance being restored. So things need to kind of turn for the better. And I feel like for some of you, it could involve you could be leaving one relationship that has to go through the courts. Let's say it's dissolving a marriage or dissolving a contract or something that you have to go through the courts to get it settled. It may take several months to get to that, but eventually it will be settled. All right, let's see. We have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So this is September. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So good luck turns around from from August to September. Elevation of money, overseas trip, and completion of a phase. So where one cycle closes, a new one has room to begin. Things coming full circle, things transforming, things changing, and definitely the possibility of a lot of good luck coming to you in the month of September. All right, we have October. We have the Magician. So this is Aries energy. This is manifesting. This is creating things and using all of the tools in your disposal. The element of surprise, good or bad. So make sure that you're creating things from a positive place. You definitely want to change your luck for the better. All right, we have November. 3 of Wands, travel overland and surveying your kingdom. You're going to be doing a lot of travel, it looks like, in the year of 2023. Definitely the opportunity for things to really change for you. Could be some short trips, could be some longer trips. Traveling the world is possible, but this is definitely something that I feel like you want to do, and it's things that are transforming your life because you're able to finally go forward and make some changes. I think you've waited a long time for some of this to actually happen in your life, and so towards the end of next year is when a lot of these start to kind of come full circle. Some of that might also involve union in December. So next December, you might be getting married. You might be involved in a bigger commitment with somebody. It's also a card telling me that union is definitely something you've thought about. We started with the Hierophant, we end with the 2 of Cups. So I think it's definitely on your brain a lot in the new year and something that continues throughout the entire year. It gives you peace of mind and joining of 2 people. So I think that it's going to involve definitely like courts or the legal system. Obviously, you need a marriage license to get legally married. So that's a possibility. Could also be friends and family helping coordinate these things. I think some of you might have like a destination wedding where you're traveling to this place in order to get married. I think you're going to be surprised how much your money finally improves, but you do need to be cautious you're not burnt out. So keep manifesting from a positive mindset that things are healing and working and going forward. And you do need to do some soul searching, some shadow work, and you need to kind of get over some of these previous heartbreaks or pain from the past in order to really let go of the toxic cycles so you don't repeat them. And then it opens doorways for things to finally transform and go forward for you into the new year. So that's what we have for Aries. All right, and our timing for this reading. Let's see what we have for the timing for Aries for the New Year's reading. Allow things to come to you. Remember that we attract, we do not chase. So that's going to be important to let go of attachments for manifesting. Springtime, so around your birthday, March, April, or May. Let's see what else we have for timing. 333, it's time to clear a path to keep moving forward. Don't give up and keep going. Could be seeing 333 and shock, sudden changes, surprise, epiphany. It is time to transform. So that's your timing for your year ahead reading, Aries. Okay, Taurus, this is going to be your year ahead. Your channeled message. We see a septum piercing, so the little like bull piercing right here in the front of the nose. They were showing me the Chicago Bulls logo and the pierced nose, so the septum piercing. Chicago could be significant to you. Basketball could be significant to you. It's strange that they would show me a logo to a sports team because that's unusual to come through as a channeled message. They then show me a dollar sign, so the S with the two little marks through it, telling me that more money is definitely coming and a lot of abundance for you this year. So definitely some things improving with your finances in the new year. Let's see what we have going on for the theme. What do we need to know for Taurus? What's going on in the new year? All right, we also have Sun in Leo. A time of celebration and success, number 5, and joy. So let's go ahead and get you that message. Okay, this can be a time of great joy and success in which you will attract upbeat people. Family and friends will prove to be helpful, and likewise, you will help them, creating a network of support. Abundance in life will come your way if you believe that it will. Finances can improve. Believe in yourself and the fact that the universe supports you first of all, and all else will fall into place. Generate joy, optimism, and happiness, and this will become your reality. This card reminds you that you generate your own happiness. To make the most of your abilities, your self-esteem and self-worth must be intact. This is the time to focus on your motivation, your own inner dynamo that is the generator for all that you do, all of your actions, and align your actions with your intentions. Be courageous and assertive. Believe that you can succeed. It's time to push yourself forward and to be number one, king and queen of the jungle. A fresh venture may ask you that you take the initiative, act confidently, and are decisive. You have stood in the shadows for too long, and it's time you assert yourself and express your inner wishes. You may feel motivated to begin a new enterprise, especially in association with your creativity, music, and art. Children or a change in your personal circumstances will ask that you act confidently but without ego or drama. A creative or family circumstance will put the spotlight on you. Remember that pride comes before a fall. So when the spotlight is on you, assert yourself lovingly, not aggressively, and the joy that you generate will come back to you tenfold. So it's interesting that both of you guys got that right out the gate. Okay, let's see how we raise our vibe for our new year. Choose kindness also. So definitely I feel like you guys could be connecting to an Aries. It's interesting that Taurus and Aries are both having the same cards come out and I shuffle on camera. All right, so no matter what the situation, choose kindness, especially if that's even kindness towards yourself or kindness towards others. Chef's kiss, cooking up a storm, comfort foods, the secret ingredient, it's made with love. So that could be your creative thing that you might be tapping into. And we have 2 tickets to paradise. Take a trip, a break, or just travel. So you might need to get out of where you currently are. Maybe you need to get out of your house. Maybe you're thinking of traveling, taking a trip somewhere, or just taking a vacation. Definitely something you could need to do. All right, your song. We have Apologize, One Republic. So I do feel like things are going to kind of come full circle for you, and God's going to cut you down. I feel like karma's going to take care of the things that have been hindering your growth and progress. You aren't going to have to do a lot of, going backwards. You're going to end up going forwards because the divine is actually going to take care of the things that have hindered your growth and progress. And I do think that you may be getting an apology from somebody going forward. All right, let's see what we have for your year ahead. 1, 2, 3. Need a bigger desk some days just because I have too many cards I want to use. 4, let's see. Okay, Let's see what we have going on for Taurus. So in January, we start with the Seven of Swords. So this is typically a card read as deception, or somebody's trying to sneak away from being on the up and up, or they're keeping secrets or deceiving you in some way. He's kind of sneaking away. So be careful that someone's not trying to pull the wool out over your eyes. And I feel like that's where the apology is going to come in for you, is in January, that something has happened, and I feel like karma is kind of taking control, or that people are finally getting their karma for the sneaky, underhanded things that they did to you. February, we have the King of Swords. Could be dealing with a harsh authority figure, an air sign, somebody who's a little cold, abrasive, and demands respect and authority. So be cautious in February that you aren't dealing with somebody who's really kind of negative, or maybe it's like an authority figure, a boss that's kind of hard to deal with. Be cautious of that. And in March, we have the Fool. So this is needing to take a leap of faith somewhere in your life. Could be connecting to good friends, happiness, needing to take a giant leap forward. So in March, things may really start to transform. In April, we have the Page of Pentacles. Could be thinking about furthering your education, going back to school, some sort of opportunity to change what doesn't serve you and move forward into greener pastures. It's definitely something that I would investigate further, especially when the opportunity presents itself. All right, in May, your birthday month, we have Ace of Swords, frustrations, a double-edged sword, or a hollow victory. Typically, this is seen as clarity, some sort of aha moment, some sort of wake-up call, or finally getting the truth or clarity in a situation. Let's see, May, June. So we have King of Cups, gentle, emotional, or shy. He's somebody who wears his heart on his sleeve. He's somebody who's emotionally evolved. He's somebody who is a great protector, but he's also somebody who's very nurturing. So this could be a parent, or this could be a partnership. Let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. We have the Queen of Swords. So this is telling me that you need to be cautious of things that you need to cut out in July, whether that is unnecessary people, maybe it's changing things up. We do have 2 tickets to paradise, so taking a trip, a break, or traveling. You might need to cut away some things that aren't serving you that month, and definitely be careful with being cold, hard, or somebody who's demanding authority. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. We have the Lovers. So love affair, romance building, again within a marriage, relationship, relatives, loving relationship that you could share with a friend. This is Gemini energy. The Lovers is typically seen as marriage or commitment with somebody, but you first have to make a choice. So you could either be meeting somebody new that there's a connection, or you could be deepening a connection with an existing partnership, and definitely a choice needing to be made. All right, let's see, that was January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. We have the World, overseas trip, money, luck, world in the palm of your hands, and new opportunities. So closing old cycles in September, letting go of obstacles, letting go of the things that are keeping you stuck and stagnant, expanding your horizons, and travel is definitely favored with the World card. All right, so let's see, we have September, October, we have, ironically, we have the Death card, and that is Scorpio energy. So 13 could also be significant for some, I'm picking up. We have death and rebirth, death of a situation or endings, bringing new beginnings, so transforming things. So in the month of November, this could definitely be very transformative time where you're closing out old chapters, you're letting go of the past, letting go of pain, letting go of hurt. Maybe you also get an apology in that time, and definitely things coming full circle. All right, November, we have Ace of Wands, new beginnings, birth, new ideas, and creation. So this card is like following your passions, a passion project, a passionate new encounter, definitely things that have your creative juices flowing. So music, writing, the arts, creating something that you are really proud of. It's also a card saying that you could be creating life, or that there could be a new addition to the family, so be cautious with that. And in December, we have the Eight of Swords, frustrations, feeling bound or gagged. So feeling like you're stuck in your own mind, or like you're overthinking situations and you feel like there's no way out. But the truth is that you need to shift your perspective to see things more clearly in order to really come up with some sort of solution, or to see things clearly to be able to make progress, to make changes and go forward in the month of December. So I feel like in the first quarter of the year, we're going to have to overcome some deception or some things where we're dealing with sneaky, underhanded people and maybe some harsh authority figures. And it's time for us to branch out and take a leap of faith somewhere so we can try something different. And that might involve furthering your education or some sort of opportunity to earn more money. In the middle half of the year, we have a lot of clarity coming in and a lot more nurturing, empathetic energy. But we still have a little bit of that harshness. So definitely be cautious with that. Definitely someone who's demanding authority. It could be either like a parental figure or more of a boss or something like that. We also have the opportunity to make a commitment in love. And then towards the third half of the year or the end of the year, we have opportunities for a lot of change and transformation, bringing new beginnings. All right, so let's see what kind of timing we have for this reading for Taurus. Winter, December, January, and February. So it's either this winter or it's coming next winter. It's coming for you. Patience is key while Spirit gets ready to deliver. So for some of you, it'll happen this winter, and for others of you, it's going to come at the end of 2023. 222, balance is needed. Anything that needs balance restored, it's time to try and find the balance. You could be seeing the number 222. And stop asking. You already know the answers, and it's time to trust yourself. So really important that you're listening to your instincts, your intuition, and your gut this year. I feel like karma is going to help you restore the balance in your life, and you definitely need to choose kindness and be kind to yourself as well as others. That's what we have for Taurus. All right, Geminis, let's see what we have going on for you. Your channeled message. Yoga, meditate, balance. Energy work is needed. Healing your chakras, blessing others, and healing hands. They're also showing me, and I can't remember what it's called, it's the little hand, and you see it a lot in, I want to say it's like Indian culture, and it's got like little jewels on the hand, and it's a special significance. I can't remember what that's called off the top of my head right now, but that's what was coming through in the channeled message, is the little hand with the jewels on it. And they're saying that you could be doing energy work, so things like Reiki, deep breathing exercises, yoga, meditations, things where you're really starting to open up your energy points, your chakras, and doing those things will actually help you be able to heal yourself as well as others, and that it's something that you're going to start to get into a new practice doing so. All right, let's see what we have going on for your oracle messages. We have Sun in Aquarius, 11, opportunity, a readiness for change. So this is your card. Okay, Sun in Aquarius, opportunity and readiness for change. You're ready for something new. Readiness for change can bring about fresh circumstances, whether you initiate them or not. Changes could come from out of the blue or have already taken you by surprise. This card can represent new opportunities that are stepping stones to a better life, or news that simply astounds you. An interest in the exoteric will take you into new places. A fresh relationship at this time may be exciting, but if you feel insecure or wish to find stability through a relationship, this union may prove too destabilizing to be fulfilling. But for the freedom-loving, this relationship can represent the perfect dynamic, mutual respect and willingness to be independent and openly pursue other relationships. This card can represent the on-off dynamics of a disruptive relationship. Perhaps you or your partner is unwilling to commit. Lack of commitment will undermine this relationship and can lead to insecurities. This is also the card of technology, the digital age, and humanitarian efforts. These areas in your life may appeal to you now. Be innovative and ready to try something new, is the overall message in this card. However, it's important to combine your more eccentric and inventive ideas with realistic ways to implement them. You may feel that new beginnings or altering the status quo will represent upheaval. Rest assured that any sense of upheaval should be worth the effort, especially if you are open to change and consider life as a journey of discovery. So it does sound like a lot of new things are coming, especially spiritually speaking, and within your relationships coming for you in the new year. All right, let's see what our vibe is. Oh, that was quick. Your mind is an altar to source energy. So this is a card indicating that you need to keep your mind clear. Again, meditating, breath work, all of those things will help you not only connect to source, but keep your energy in a state of flow, and also something that will help open up your chakras into being more receptive to new energy, as well as changes and harmony within yourself. So keep your state of mind very clear. All right, we're going to get you 2 cards for songs. Far away, so definitely something could feel very far away, or you could be separated from somebody and they're very far away. You've lost that loving feeling. So I do feel like some of you do have an in and out relationship that could be going on, and you're going to have to decide whether that's something you want to continue or not. Running late, time management needed more rest, sleep routines. It's time to set an extra alarm. So that could also be something. And bills past due. Money issues, cut unnecessary spending until things level out. We're just wrapping up the holiday season, so definitely some things could have been on the back burner that need to be addressed going forward. All right, let's see what we have for your 12 card spread for your year ahead. Right, so let's see what we have here. We start in January with the 7 of Pentacles. So work frustrations, hard work needed to be done either at work or a situation in life. And to me, I'm picking up more energy of relationships need work. It could also be that your relationships at work need some work or adjustments. But I feel like you're thinking of throwing in the towel in January on things that aren't serving you or things that aren't working. And it could definitely be relationships. So if you've plugged away and you've put in a lot of time and effort into this and things still just don't work, it may be time to end things. If it's something that you value, you may want to invest time in trying to repair it in January. February, we definitely have peace and harmony trying to be restored or a decision needing to be made. So this is telling you need to remove any blinders and you need to focus on what your end goal is and what you really want. So peace and harmony, needing to take the blindfold off, keep reassessing the situation at hand. Again, if it's a relationship that needs work, sometimes it takes time and you have to keep reassessing after you've done some work and see, have things changed enough? Have they not changed enough? What more can I do in order to change this situation? All right, March, we have strength. Inner strength, confrontation with yourself or other people. So you may have to stand your ground. You may have to have some courage, some strength in order to either defend the situation, defend yourself, or to finally stand on your own 2 feet and be strong and face your fears. April, we have the 9 of Pentacles, peace of mind and contentment. To me, this is very singular energy. So this could be, you may have decided to eliminate these obstacles or circumstances and finally just kind of do things on your own. And that also takes courage. So you could be also having a lot of wealth and abundance coming into you in April, things paying off, being very content. It's usually like abundance, a lot of abundance with the 9 of Pentacles. In May, we have 4 of Pentacles, money improvements and more coming. So something is changing from, we have April to May, definitely financial issues improving. So that's a positive sign. In June, Ace of Wands, new beginnings, birth, new ideas, and creation. So this is telling you that there could be the possibility of like a passion project that could be beginning. Maybe you're branching out and doing something that's a creative pursuit that you've always wanted to do. But this is really improving things financially as well as bringing you a little bit of freedom. It could also signal that there could be a new addition or creating life. Let's see, so be very cautious with that if that's not what you're looking for. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. We have the Page of Wands, some sort of travel involved, and it comes in quickly. I think that this is something where it's a new opportunity for you to branch out and try something different. And maybe you're just tired of everything going on, and so at that point you're taking a trip somewhere. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. We have the 9 of Wands. So undecided, need to take a step out of this situation and then you will see more clearly. And I think that's why you're taking this trip or you're traveling, because you're tired of everything being the status quo and you don't want things to stay the same. You finally have some money available to be able to do this. So it does look like things start to change for you. I do think you're going to have your guard up for a while for things, especially if it's eliminating relationships that don't work for you and focusing on your finances and your own pursuits and happinesses. I think your wall is going to be kind of high, and so you are going to want to kind of step out of that energy and see things in a different light or shift your perspective. All right, September, we have the 10 of Wands, weighed down by responsibilities or burdens, weighed down with problems and a very heavy load. So it's time to release the burden in September. And I think by taking this trip, you're going to finally figure out what it is you really want and what it is that your goals are in order to go forward, what you don't need to carry, and what you can finally let go of. October, we have Page of Swords, spying or deception, reflecting back over your shoulder. So someone could be watching you through things like social media or whatever. It's also a card telling you that you might feel like you have to constantly look over your shoulder, that things are a little negative. So shift your perspective in the month of October and make sure that you aren't surrounding yourself by people who are out to deceive you. All right, November, we have Judgment. Decisions pending finality, the only decision that can be made under the circumstances. Typically, I read this as karma being dealt. So it's an opportunity for things to kind of clear the slate or for things to be balanced because karma is coming to kind of make a fresh sweep and to clear the energy. It's also a card indicating that you could be dealing with courts or contracts. Definitely something that is coming to kind of pass judgment. So you could be judging yourself or others too harshly as well. Be cautious of that in November. And for December, we have the Queen of Pentacles, professional, business, and domineering. I think for some of you, you're going to be in a very solitary energy, but a happy solitary energy. Your finances are improving. You might be starting your own business, some sort of creative project that pays off, and you are content with being on your own. So it's not a negative energy, it's very positive. You might be some sort of entrepreneur. You might be creating a stream of income that starts small but really grows over time and kind of takes off to give you the life that you really have looked for quite some time. All right, let's see what kind of timing we have for this reading. We have not in this lifetime. I think you're really sick of solid negative energy. I think you're really tired of the in and out energy. And so you're like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. So whether love has eluded you and you're just over it at this point, it does look like it could be some solitary energy for you going forward. Indecision is blocking it. It's time to decide what you want. I think not only in love, but also where work is related. That indecision is blocking it. So you're going to have to decide. And we did have in February the Two of Swords. So a decision needs to be reached in order to make progress. Valentine's Day, this is also February, and Two of Swords came out for February. So Valentine's Day, February 14th, could be very significant for this decision. All right, let's see what we have. 888 abundance. Thank the universe for your blessings. We had the Nine of Pentacles, which signals abundance. Could be springtime, March, April, or May, which is exactly when the Nine of Pentacles came out. And I think it's going to shock you how much these things really do transform. Sudden changes, surprise epiphany, time to transform. Could also be meeting the love of a lifetime. I'm not really seeing a lot of that in the cards. I think it's more you're deciding what it is you want in order to get to that point. And as soon as today, these changes could start to occur for you. So that's what we have for your reading for the month. For the year, not the month. All right, Leo. So I was seeing a throne empty. So like a king or a queen would sit on the throne and it was empty. No one was sitting in it. And Spirit says it's time for you to stand or sit in your power. It takes strength, facing your fears, and time to turn over a new leaf. So you need to sit in your authenticity. You need to sit in your own power. You need to be strong and courageous. And it's time to turn over a new leaf in your life. So if your throne is empty, it's time to sit in your power or stand in your power. Find your strength, face your fears, and turn over a new leaf in the new year. So that's what we have for Leo's channeled message. Let's see what we have for your oracle cards. What do we have for Leo? Sun in Cancer. Focus on your home and love. Number 4. So let's see what this card has to tell us. Okay, Sun in Cancer. This is the time to focus on your heart. Focus on those you love in your home and your family and your sense of connectedness to the big picture family, your ancestry, roots, and children. A new development with family or property, such as a move or home decorating, will ask that you avoid being overly emotional in your responses. Respond compassionately to events or you will find that life can become challenging or even topsy-turvy. Trust that new developments will be to your advantage, and at the least will teach you a fresh and deeper understanding of yourself and the people you love. Your emotions may be particularly heightened, so this is an excellent time to look for ways to soothe and calm strong emotions such as fear, jealousy, a sense of loss, or anxiety. Meditation, yoga, and mindfulness will help you to stay calm. At this time, a fresh perspective that involves writing or storytelling may appeal to you. It's an excellent time to tap into your imagination and to create art, music, and poetry. This is also an excellent time to develop your intuition, to trust your instincts. The spiritually minded will enjoy delving more deeply into mysticism and understanding of your greater purpose in life. This is a good time to boost your understanding of dream work or shamanic abilities. A psychic intuitive development course, counseling course, or writing course will stimulate ideas and a deeper understanding of life and yourself. So it's really important that you're going to be focusing on your home, love, and definitely start to focus on healing the things that are keeping you stuck. So whether that's writing to express your creativity, whether that's some sort of shamanic class or psychic development course, these are things that are going to help you be able to unlock these spiritual gifts that we all have. All right, let's see what else we have for you. Shift your perspective. So this is a card really indicating that you need to do just that. If things are negative in your life, you need to shift your perspective and see it in a different light. Again, you also need to sit in your own power, and it's going to take some strength and courage in order to face your fears and turn over a new leaf, so then you will be able to shift your perspective. Let's see what your two songs are. I'm moving on, and stay with me. So I think a decision needs to be made, whether you're moving on from the situation or whether you're going to stay. And if it involves a love relationship, it's definitely a choice that you're going to need to make. You're going to have to shift your perspective. You're going to have to decide whether it's worth your time or whether it's not. All right, what else do we have? Take the plunge, take a risk, try something new, and start fresh. Remember, we're turning over a new leaf in this new year. So do something that's different. Celebrations, birthdays, anniversaries, good news, and parties, and we are almost into the new year, so you could definitely be having some get-togethers or some celebrations with some good news. All right, let's see what we have for your year ahead. What do we have for Leo? All right. So Leo, it looks like you're starting out with travel in the new year. So in January, it looks like you may be taking a trip somewhere, a short journey, some sort of movement. Again, we also had that this could be thinking about relocating or moving, changing houses, changing homes. But this is a card of travel. So whether you travel for work or for pleasure, this is definitely something in January telling you that there is going to be some sort of movement, and it could involve water. Maybe you're taking a trip near water, maybe where you're relocating is near water, but something to do with movement to or near water. In February, we have the Three of Pentacles. Movement's underway, but delays are around it. Renown, glory, and place of worship. I feel like you need to connect with Source, and this is something really important that is going to help you shift your perspective as well, is to really connect and get your chakras aligned, your energy aligned, and connect with Source. It's going to be really important for you. For some of you, it's going to be like going to church or your place of worship or connecting with your spiritual practices. For others of you, you're going to need some teamwork in order to make this dream work in the month of February. Okay, in March, we have your energy with the Sun. This involves marriage or children. This is a lot happier days, a fresh start, a new beginning, a chance to turn over a new leaf, lots of happiness and bright prospects. April, we have some clarity coming with the Ace of Swords. This is a card telling you that you could have frustrations, double-edged sword, or a hollow victory. I feel like it's news coming to light involving a relationship, and I think this is what causes you to either take the plunge and go forward or to cut it off and go clearly forward without this person. All right, May, we have the Knight of Swords. So speedy finish or things moving quickly. Somebody rushing in bravely to express themselves. Could be you, it could be somebody else coming in. Definitely some news to share. Let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June, we have strength. So more Leo energy coming through. Inner strength, confrontation with yourself or other people. I think this is really where your strength is going to kick in, where this is really where you're going to be tested and where things are really going to either come full circle and change, or whether you're going to decide where your power actually lies and what you want to do to gather your strength to go forward. March, April, May, June, July. All right, we have 3 of Cups, so celebration, and we had celebration, birthdays, and anniversaries. So for some of you Leos, you're in, July, and then we have into August. So wherever your birthday falls, it could be celebrations, lots of good news, and things changing for the better. Let's see, July, August, we have Queen of Wands, positive, fiery, and outspoken, more fire sign energy. I think this is where you find your courage, where you're actually going to be able to speak freely, or what you are going to be able to express yourself. And I think it comes quickly. Like once you finally tap into that energy and you're sitting in your throne and your power, I feel like that's where all of a sudden the momentum starts to come. September, we have the Knight of Wands. Some sort of important news is arriving. Some sort of it could be having to do with traveling for some of you. It could be work for others, but definitely some good news coming in. I think for some of you, you're going to get notice that either your loan to buy your first home went through. For others of you, it's a positive job change and relocation. And for others of you, it's going to have to do with relationships, but definitely some important news coming in. All right, in October, we have the 2 of Cups. So it could be union coming for some of you. I think things start to really shift once you turn over this new leaf and you decide what you're willing to deal with and what you're not. Peace of mind, joining of 2 people. So some of you, it could lead to marriage in the month of October. November, we have overcoming obstacles and temptations, Capricorn energy with the Devil. So jealousy or trouble. You're able to break the chains that are binding you or holding you back. So overcoming toxicity, toxic cycles. It's time to let that go, and I think that gives you a whole new lease on life or a fresh start. And in December, we have the Queen of Cups, soft, gentle, and motherly. I think some of you could find out that you're expecting, or someone near you is expecting, or you're nurturing yourself, your home, your children, and possibly your significant other. All right, let's see what kind of timing we have for all of these messages. Indecision is blocking it. You need to make a decision in order to go forward. Today, things begin to change. I think when you finally realize that you have the power to change these is when it really starts to happen. Shock, sudden surprise, shocking news. It's time to transform your situation. Could be meeting the love of a lifetime. We had 2 cards talking about marriage. We have the Sun and the 2 of Cups. So I do think for some of you, you are going to get married in the next year. All right, 555, take action, deepen your spiritual practice, know that changes are on the way. So it looks like we have, some travel involved and definitely connecting to source. The possibility of commitment and marriage. Lots of clarity coming through. Things changing quickly, finding and gathering your strength. Celebrating how far you've come, gathering your courage and being outspoken, shifting things in the right direction when it comes to love, overcoming toxic cycles, and definitely realizing that you need to nurture and care for yourself as well as others. All right, Libra. So we saw home projects, comfort, beauty, advancement in finances, sandy beach, travel, and living in the moment. So what they showed me was that you're going to start to doing a lot of like home projects or improving your home life, making things more aesthetically pleasing or beautiful, beautifying your home, changing things to where things are how you want them to look or feel, and definitely getting things in order in your home, bringing in comfort and beauty. We also have advancements in your finances. So whether this is a promotion, a raise, changing jobs to where there's an increase in your finances. So lots more money coming in. And then they show me a sandy beach and traveling to one. So if you don't live near the coast or an ocean, they show me a sandy beach and water. So you could be taking a vacation or a trip, traveling somewhere, and definitely to some place that has a beach and an ocean. And they tell me that it's time that you decide to live in the moment this year, that you've held on to things from the past for too long. It's time to eliminate those, and it's time to fully live in the moment and enjoy things at the very moment that it's happening and not taking those things for granted. All right, let's see what card we have for you. Sun in Sagittarius 9, adventure. It's time to stride out into new territory, so that's interesting. All right, Sun in Sagittarius, adventure, stride out into new territory. An adventure is on the cards. Long distance travel, a spiritual, educational, or legal matter will capture your attention. Broaden your mind with research and a more detailed understanding of the people you love. Be proactive and outgoing. Your generosity of spirit and your broad-mindedness are a credit to you, and to your jovial will attract similarly minded and upbeat people. If you're in need of legal help, an optimistic approach to seeking expert advice will help you to research options and delve into the true nature of your circumstances. Try a new approach. If current matters are stuck in a legal quagmire, likewise with a relationship, the time is ripe for a fresh approach. Your life will follow where you place your attention to ensure that you remain positive. A relationship may be exhilarating and upbeat to begin with, but ensure that your enthusiasm doesn't override the reality of your circumstances. If distance or other roadblocks threaten a prospective partnership, find new ways to put the relationship on a more viable footing, or accept that this may not be the most suitable match, in which case it's important to stride out into new territory to meet someone new. This card can represent a new relationship that will teach you deeper truths about life. It can also represent a project or a particular learning curve in life that will broaden your horizons. Above all, this is a proactive and optimistic card that suggests that you set goals, study, broaden your worldviews, and deepen spiritual understanding, and are generally more outgoing. It can also be associated with sports, especially equestrianism. And if you asked a yes or no question, the answer is yes. So that's interesting. So you do need to try something new. There's going to be some sort of sense of adventure, and if things aren't working for you, it's telling you to definitely take a new approach and to try something different. Truth is my teacher. So definitely always resonate with telling the truth or being truthful with people, and finding out the truth about things will actually help open up new doors of understanding and knowledge for you as well. Interesting cards coming through. All right, your two songs are Crazy by Patsy Cline, and we have Chasing After You. I feel like you might have been chasing a certain someone for some time, and love can definitely make us feel crazy. So it's something that you have to decide whether this is worth your time or whether it's not going forward in the new year. What else do we have? Moving on, jobs, houses, relationships, pack your bags. So for some of you, it's going forward into a more stable union. You guys might be moving in together, or you could be separating. So you're going to have to decide what that is for you. But relationships and packing your bags. The trash took itself out. Toxic people and relationships. It's time to just say no. So if there's things that are toxic in your love life, then you have to evaluate that. And it looks like you could be moving on from the toxic relationship so that you go into a state of a lot happier, finding somebody who is truly meant to be in your life. All right, let's see what we have going on for your year ahead. Okay, so we start with definitely moving on from things with the Eight of Cups. This is letting go of the past, letting go of things that don't serve us, that aren't meant for us. We grasped the lesson in January, and we're finally able to let go of these things. Money problems, turning your back and walking away and knowing nothing more can be done. So let go of the toxicity. Know that the trash will take itself out. February, we have the Four of Cups. Money fluctuations, being offered something you may not want. Typically, this is seen as a love offer. It could also be an offer for a job that maybe you're not interested in the job, or maybe a relationship that you're not interested in. But definitely something where your money could fluctuate. So you could be changing jobs as well. It says moving on, jobs, houses, relationships. It's time to pack your bags. So what isn't serving you, you're going to be letting go of in the first quarter of the year. Nine of Swords in March. Tears, frustrations, and letting go of emotions. Sometimes you need to just let go and have a good cry. You could also be dealing with a lot of toxicity, and so as you let go of those things, you need a way to release that. Sometimes it's just having a good cry and finally letting go of things. April, we have the Five of Pentacles, delays around money and coming in from the cold. I think this is really something where you're going to cut off toxic cycles with people, toxic relationships. It's also a card that I think that you're struggling financially and you're trying to get things balanced back out and get back on track. It's also a card that can indicate you're recovering from things like injury, illness, or surgery as well. So be really careful in the month of April. In May, we have the Queen of Swords. Cold, hard, and demanding authority. So be careful that that's not the energy that you're in unless it's closing old chapters where you have to stick to those boundaries and you have to eliminate things that aren't working. In May, let's see, April, May, January, February, March, April, May, June. Sorry, I can't count, guys. The Lovers. So definitely some things changing within a love relationship. This could be marriage for some. In the channeled message, we had a beach scene. So this could be where you're taking like a honeymoon or a trip together. I do think a decision needs to be made. You have to decide, are you going to keep chasing this person, or are you finally going to actually solidify things to go forward? All right, we have the Four of Wands. Came out reversed, tells me that you're still on the fence a little bit, or that things have definitely finally turned to where they went from being unstable to stable. So Four of Wands, happy home and possible country setting. I think some of you guys are going to decide you want to move or relocate, as well as commit to somebody. So I really think that the Lovers and the Four of Wands is a happy time. So if things aren't happy, you're going to try and work through these things in order to get there. Let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. We have the Queen of Wands, professional, business, and domineering. So you might be maybe branching out, starting your own business, or things are finally starting to go well with your finances. You're starting to maybe be more business oriented and get your things on track when it comes to your finances. September, we have the Nine of Wands. Undecided, need to take a step out of the situation and then you will see things more clearly. You still have your guard up about something. Maybe this is your boundaries that you're finally sticking to and letting go of the toxic cycles and the people who aren't serving your highest good, and you know they're not, so you're finally putting up the wall and leaving things the way they need to be. All right, let's see, September, October, we have the Nine of Pentacles, peace of mind and contentment. When you decide to finally put your wall up and you finally decide what it is that you need to do to protect yourself and your relationships, I think that's when the abundance finally comes in for you the next month, that things start to get a lot better. You have peace of mind and you're feeling more content, but a lot of abundance with the Nine of Pentacles as well. November, we have the King of Swords. Cold, abrasive, hard to deal with, demands authority and respect. So if people are walking all over your boundaries, or you're dealing with somebody who's maybe like a harsh authority figure, you're going to have to be very cautious of that and maybe mellow your temper. In December, we have the Moon. Deceptions or delays, emotions up or down, might be deceiving yourself emotionally or others. So looking past illusions, facing your fears, definitely facing your fears, speaking your mind, telling your truth, and being able to get this weight off of your chest, but being able to go forward in a positive way, seeing the truth of the matter and really kind of gaining a new perspective on what it is that you want to do going forward. All right, let's see what kind of timing we have for your reading. Watch out, haters are lurking. Someone is watching you and what you post online. So for the whole next year, you need to be really cautious of that. I think that people are trying to sabotage your happiness. They don't want you to be more successful than them. They could definitely be kind of looking for information to kind of poke at you or to be toxic and to keep the toxicity going. 10 days from now, changes start to occur, so that's right into the new year. A week to 7 days, things begin to change, and this is for our new year reading. 666, it's time to find the balance, finances, victory, and balancing all parts of your life, and that's definitely key in what's going on. Stop asking, you already know the answers, and it's time to trust yourself. So definitely the indecision or the toxic cycles, the things that you know need to end, that's where you need to focus your energy. So in the first half of the year, we start with walking away from problems that we're having anywhere in life, whether it's relationships or whether it's walking away from situations that you know nothing else can be done. You're going to leave the toxic cycles behind. You're going to be offered something that you may not want, so be careful with that and weigh your options carefully. You definitely need to let go of some things, and especially your emotions. You may need to block or cut people off. They could be stalking you online or watching what you're posting, so be careful with that. stick to your guns and definitely watch out for people who are authority figures that really demand respect. They could be cutting people out as well. We have a love decision that needs to be made. We have the Lovers and the Four of Wands, so I think union is possible and definitely could be really independent. Like you guys might cut yourself away from the extended family in order to actually go forward. You might have some serious boundaries that need to be put up, but your wealth and abundance starts to come in, a lot of financial gain. And definitely you're going to have to stand your ground and have a solid backbone. See past any illusions or deceptions, and then changes really start to occur when you start making actual choices and movement forward. That's what we have for your reading. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we had for your channeled message. We have health issues being resolved or answers to what's been going on within your health, as well as working on health and healing, releasing trauma stored in the body causing pain, and dis-ease, D-I-S-E-A-S-E. So one of the things I learned in one of my seminars with psychic James Von Prague is that we have two options for every emotion that we feel, and every decision we make is based out of two things, love or fear. And when we base a lot of our information off of fear, we're creating disharmony or dis-ease within ourselves. So dis-ease creates disease within the body. So we could be harboring pain, resentment, fear, all of these things that we are actually stifling our own energy flow. So we need to release those things in order to heal ourselves. So definitely an important message. Health issues being resolved or answers to what's been going on. Working on health and healing, and releasing trauma stored in the body causing pain and dis-ease. So breath work is going to be key for you. Meditation practices, salt baths, clearing your energy often, and letting go of these pain and trauma that we've experienced for many, many years that is actually causing us pain and dis-ease within ourselves. So that's really important for Aquarius. All right, let's see what else we have going on for Aquarius. Thank you. Let your inner hero out. Moon in Leo 17, heroism. So you're going to need to be your own hero. It's going to be important. All right. Your profile, kudos, and self-esteem can blossom now. Invest time in yourself. Promote your abilities and be a peacock. Celebrate. You may be at your peak, so enjoy being respected and the center of attention. In other words, you're a hero. You are at the top of your game, riding the crest of a wave, fulfilling your needs to shine as brightly as you can. Be aware that there are two sides to being a hero. You may have reached a goal, but you must guard against vanity, laziness, and pride. It doesn't take much to fall from grace. You can give birth to a new circumstance, but must take nothing for granted. Leaner times may lie ahead, but with careful planning you can achieve your goals and retain success. Avoid competitiveness and one-upmanship, as these could lead to a false sense of self-importance and ultimately to your downfall. A strong sense of gratitude and compassion for others will promote your talents in a positive light and add to the cycle of ever-increasing good fortune. You may feel particularly creative and wish to shout your ideas from the rooftops. You may also feel particularly generous, but it's important that your generosity is channeled into worthy causes, or you risk squandering your finances and wasting good intentions on unworthy causes or being taken advantage of. The peacock in you may wish to show off, but if your exuberance threatens others, your position may be the subject of jealousy, and your rivals may feel provoked to teach you a lesson. So ensure you maintain perspective and balance. So don't get in your ego, don't get in over your head, and definitely make sure that you are kind of finding the balance there. That's going to be really important. All right, what else do we have? See this from a higher perspective, so definitely important. So remember, if you are rescuing yourself from the dis-ease that is in your body or in your life, and you're working on healing yourself, you don't necessarily have to boast about that or brag about that to others. They will be able to see that just by your actions and the changes that are taking place in your life. You won't have to announce it to the world. Things will definitely start to transform. Okay, your two songs are Won't Go Home Without You and The Bones. So I feel like you are definitely You're trying to build something that's solid and stable in your life going forward. And there could also be somebody that you really do want to be in your life, that you don't want to be left behind, and you definitely want them to be with you going forward. So Won't Go Home Without You and The Bones are your two songs. Moving on, jobs, houses, relationship, it's time to pack your bags. So things are changing for you as well. The trash took itself out, toxic people in relationships, it's time to say no. So that's being your own hero. And then we have just married, eloping, big wedding, and starting a life together. So I think for some of you, things are transforming where you're letting go of the toxicity so that you can find what you really want. And you're trying to build something solid and stable, but you have to also eliminate the toxicity. So being your own hero in order to do so. All right, let's see what we have for your year ahead. Okay, so in January, we start with the Three of Swords, deception, frustrations, jealousy, or broken heart. Remember, this heroism was talking about how if you're boasting about things, if you're bragging about things, it could cause people to kind of want to see you have a downfall, not to want to help you. So be very cautious with that. So people being jealous, deception, frustrations, or a broken heart, dealing with heartbreak and pain. So letting go of the toxicity is going to be key in the month of January. February, we have a lot of wealth and abundance coming in. Keep this to yourself. Do not brag to everybody if you like win a jackpot, or maybe you all of a sudden get a huge raise or promotion. Not everybody wants to see you successful, so be cautious with that and don't brag about it. Four of Cups, there could definitely be an offer coming in. Could be something that you don't want in the month of March. If it's a toxic cycle and you don't want it, then turn it down. Definitely be willing to say no. Your guard might be super high in the month of April, so undecided, needing to take a step out of the situation, and you will see more clearly. See this from a higher perspective. I love how the cards start to echo each other. It's awesome. So definitely you're going to have to be looking at your relationships and things in a different light, and you're going to have to decide what is solid and stable and what do I need to release. All right, May, we have Three of Pentacles. Improvements underway, but delays are around it. Renown, glory, or place of worship. So teamwork will make the dream work. You may need others' help in order to really get these things off the ground, or in order to break the toxic cycles. Let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June. We have Capricorn energy with the Devil. Letting go of the toxicity. It's really going to be a way to help improve what's going forward, is to let go of the jealousy, trouble, able to break the chains that are binding you or holding you back. So definitely time to release that. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Let's see, July, we have strength, inner strength, confrontation with yourself or others. You're going to have to stand your ground and stand up for yourself. I think that really involves your love life going forward, that you're going to have to be able to be your own hero and get yourself out of this mess. All right, we have August is the Queen of Wands. Positive thinking is going to help you. Being your true authentic self, your fiery passions, following what it is that you really desire and want out of life. Positive, fiery, and outspoken. You need to resonate with that energy. September, we have the Knight of Swords, speedy situation or finished. I think you're eloping around this time. We have just married, eloping, big wedding, or starting a life together. So I do think that this comes around September for some of you, that things start to just kind of go quickly, that you've decided to cut out the people that you need to. You're trying to build something for yourself and your close relationships, and that this is something that you're letting go of this heavy burden in October, and that you're finally going to let go of other people's opinions that really don't matter to you. November, we have King of Pentacles, business, arrogance, and powerful. Remember, be cautious of being arrogant. It's really going to be something that could be detrimental to you, especially if you're building a business. That's not how you want to operate things. You want to be on an even keel and have it be balanced. You want to be somebody who's above board. You don't want other people to have something negative to be able to add. So business, arrogance, or powerful. So don't let that be your downfall. And in December, we have Six of Swords, boat or over water travel, turning boat out of troubled waters into calmer waters. You're letting go of the toxicity and the chaos, and you're finally moving forward. You're making a fresh start and leaving what doesn't serve you behind you. All right, let's see what else we have going on for your timing. 999, it's time to make your dreams a reality. A completion of a goal or cycle is coming, so that's interesting. Daytime could be significant. Could be a love of a lifetime for some of you. I do think that you've overcome a lot of heartbreak in order to get to like being able to be married to this person, or letting your guard down, or overcoming heartbreak, that it's going to be really important in order to get to that place. At night, things are changing. Vivid dreams, astral travel, and insomnia could be affecting you, and indecision is blocking it, so it's time to decide what it is that you really want. Things have been delayed, but remember that a delay is not a denial. And 111, your ideas are manifesting. Stay positive, meditate, and raise your vibration. And that's where we started the message. So I think that's going to be key for some of you, that you're really going to need to shift your perspective, and that you're really going to need to let go of the toxic cycles in your life, whether that's moving, changing jobs, letting go of these relationships, the heartbreak. In order to let your abundance come in, you do need strong boundaries, and to let go of toxic cycles. Be strong. Stand in your true authentic power. Let go of the heavy burdens, and get yourself out of this chaos to be your own hero. All right, Pisces. So for you, I saw work pursuits paying off, a busy season. You need to rest while you can, because money is slowly changing for the better. So whatever you've been plugging away towards your career or your financial goals is slowly going to start to change. You're going to increase either your sales, your business is going to pick up. And so you need to rest while you can, because things are slowly starting to gain momentum and get a lot more busy for you. And things are definitely starting to change for the better for you in the new year. So that's good news. All right, let's see what else we have. Sun in Pisces, higher purpose 12, aligning yourself with love and wisdom. All right, Sun in Pisces, higher purpose, align yourself with love and wisdom. A particularly dreamy or philosophical phase is indicated here, and your interest in mysticism, poetry, romance, the arts, and film will be enriching. However, this phase can also prove distracting or even misleading, so it's important to maintain a realistic approach and a sense of purpose. Meditation, yoga, tai chi, mindfulness, and deep breathing techniques will align you with more closely what your intuition and your connection to spirit. You are at an impressionable phase, and your introspection and interest in life's mysteries can lead to daydreaming, false hopes, and disappointment. Avoid being misled by unscrupulous people, alcohol, drugs, and illusions. Excessive use of alcohol or drugs can lead to dependency, depression, and foolhardiness. On the other hand, if you focus on your inner power to manifest your highest self's will, you can pursue a fulfilling path towards your own nirvana. Choose your teachers well. If you are on a mystical and spiritual path, honor both it and yourself. If this card arises when you feel ready for change but cannot make a decision, look within to reconnect to your deeper wishes and to experience a sense of fulfillment. Find ways to move forward with a sense of purpose so that when you do succeed in your endeavors, you will feel accomplished. This is a card also representing service to others. Your task is to find activities, whether paid or unpaid, that are meaningful to you on a deeper level. You want to feel you are contributing to the broader community and are not an insignificant cog in a bigger wheel. This card asks that you connect to spirit and align your efforts in life with love, wisdom, and a higher purpose. And remember that we all have a higher purpose here. We all have a calling. And so if you feel unaligned with that right now, that's telling you it's time to connect to Source, to gain the wisdom, the insight, and the love that you need in order to really align with your soul's purpose. All right, let's see what else we have. Raise your vibration is the mantra that calls me to light up. So again, this is all about connecting to Source, connecting with your divine purpose, and raising your vibration so that you feel fulfilled in these situations is also raising your vibration, which helps to raise the collective consciousness and the vibration of our planet. All right, your song is Second Chance and Jesus Take the Wheel. So this is really telling me that somebody wants a second chance out of life, or you want a second chance maybe to fulfill your calling. And it's also a card indicating that you need to ask Source to kind of help steer you in the right direction for this next chapter of your life. All right, what else do we have going on for the year ahead? Spa day, self-care, hair, nails, treat yourself and relax. Maybe you're thinking of, going and taking care of yourself after all this crazy holiday stuff is almost over. What else do we have? Redheaded stepchild, scapegoat, or problems with the family. I feel like that's part of your purpose, is to be the chain breaker or somebody who breaks the toxic cycles. So you may be the scapegoat of the family. You might be the one that, you know, is always blamed for everything. It's because you see the problems and you're trying to break those cycles, and other people are stuck in a rut and they don't want that to change. All right, let's see what we have going on for your year ahead. 1, 2, 3. Half these are flipped upside down. We're not taking reversals necessarily this week. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, so Pisces, we start with the Emperor, which is Aries energy. This is making strategic moves, using strategy in order to really accomplish your goals or get where you want to be in life. Stability or a stabilizing influence coming into your life in the month of January. I feel like this is more source energy, but I feel like once you connect to that and your purpose, that all of a sudden things really strategically start to break loose and kind of change for the better. February, we have 8 of Wands, some sort of speedy news or situation coming, arrows of love. So this is usually seen as not only the arrows of love, but communication coming in and coming in quickly. And it could be from an Aries, or it could be this Emperor energy that's the stabilizing influence coming into your life. So definitely something that could help you get back on track with where you want to be and help you kind of iron out the kinks, so to speak, of things that are holding you back from your true calling and purpose. March, King of Cups, gentle, emotional, and shy. So this is somebody who could be lacking a little bit of courage to really make a move to go forward. They're somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve, so their emotions are true and genuine, but it's also somebody who is very protective over those they love. I call him the ideal father figure. He's somebody who is really beneficial. Queen of Pentacles in April, we have professional, business, and domineering. I think this is where things start to change for your career, is in April, where things really start to kind of get underway, that there's strategic moves that you're slowly starting to make all throughout the first half of the year, and that when you finally get into about April, things start to kind of pay off as far as your career and finances. In May, we have justice, so legal situation or document, police finding out the truth in a matter, or affecting the balance. I think balance starts to get restored for you. This is a card telling you that legal issues start to be resolved, go in your favor, and that things finally start to make forward progress. It could also involve love when it comes to, let's see, May and June could be getting married. We also have legal issues that would affect the balance if you're getting married, but a decision needs to be made when it comes to love. I think this is your happily ever after. This is somebody that you want commitment with, or they want commitment with you. And so you guys need to decide what it is that's going to fulfill you. And I think things really start to shift next year for your love life as well as your career. All right, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, we have balance needing to be restored. So juggling things, maybe it's time management, maybe it's your career that you're juggling, maybe it's having some confusions around money and how to kind of disperse things or iron things out. So you're going to have to make sure you're not juggling for too long, and you're going to have to make a decision. September, we have the 8 of Swords, frustrations, feeling bound or gagged. So you might be frustrated when it comes to either a legal situation, or it could be your finances, but definitely feeling like you're kind of stuck or you're juggling things right now. So you're going to have to make a decision. Let's see, October, we have 4 of Cups. Money is fluctuating, so you might be juggling things around a little bit. I feel like it's going to go up and down for a little while until things really stabilize. Let's see, being offered something that you might not want. Theo, quit. Sorry, my dog's in here being obnoxious. This is where you really want to make a decision on what path to take with your finances and your love life. So deciding whether you want commitment going forward, deciding whether you need to cut something loose, overspending, not necessarily balancing things. Definitely need to take some time to decide what will work. Queen of Cups, soft, gentle, and motherly. So this could definitely be a love connection for some of you. We have the King of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So this could definitely be your person that you really want to spend your life with. All right, and in December, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Work frustrations, hard work needed to be done, either at work or a situation in life. Remember that relationships take work, and if you're building your own business or if you're trying to branch out and do something new, it's also a card indicating that you're going to have to put forth the hard work in order to be successful, but it can happen. It's just going to take effort on your part. All right, what kind of timing do we have? Allow things to come to you. We attract, we do not chase. So what's meant for you is going to come into your life. It could just take some time in order to get there. It's divine timing. It's up to God when it's going to happen, so you can't rush that. Holidays could be significant, any that you celebrate for these changes. And watch out, haters are lurking. Someone's watching you and what you post online. So be very cautious with that. I feel like especially if you're running your own business, you definitely want to make sure that you're not doing something that could negatively affect your business as well as your relationships. Within hours, things are starting to change for you, and under a new moon cycle. We just had that on the 23rd of December, so some of these might already be happening. And for some of you, it could be a love of a lifetime, and we definitely have the 10 of Cups. So that's a lot of happiness, union, celebration, marriage, children, the whole 9 yards. 222, balance is needed. Anything that needs balance restored, it's time to try and find the balance. And we have the 2 of Pentacles and shock. Sudden changes, surprise, epiphany, it's time to transform. So anything that's not working for you, that's where you need to focus on transforming the energy. It looks like in the beginning of the year, we're really going to start focusing on our higher purpose and our calling. And so gaining the wisdom, the insight, the knowledge, and raising our vibration so that we have a second chance to really take control of things and change them for the better. There is some sort of stabilizing influence coming into your life in the first part of the year, and communication possibly with a partnership and something that helps kind of stabilize either your finances, your love life, or both. Justice is being served in the middle of the year, especially where it relates to love. I think some of you are going to get married about midway through the year. So from May to August, that looks like it's possible. And then towards the later half of the year, it looks like there's a lot of frustrations with things going on. So really trying to iron out kinks and not giving up, even though you're frustrated and needing to juggle things to find balance. For some of you, it could be a love of a lifetime, and it's happening in divine timing, and I think it will shock you how much this person really means to you, or how much they really help you be able to go forward into your true calling and your purpose. All right, Cancer, your channeled message was starting out with detox. So purging, cleaning, nesting, a new addition, finding hope again in life. So I think for some of you, you are in a nesting stage where you're trying to really get rid of clutter and chaos in your life, purging things you don't need because you're trying to make room for something new coming into your life. New addition to me can mean a couple of things. One, it could be a child for some. For others, it could be like a pet or welcoming in somebody new into the family. So definitely trying to clean up your life, so to speak. Cleaning out your closets, purging things you don't need, and detoxing, especially internal detox, letting go of negative energy, negative emotions, negative thought patterns, and getting rid of those things altogether. Detoxing that from your life is going to be important for you for this new year. All right, let's see what we have for Cancers. Sun in Gemini, 3, communications. Hone your negotiation and relationship skills. Let's see what we have. All right, Sun in Gemini, communications. Hone your negotiation and relationship skills. Key communications, a short trip, negotiation, or community endeavors will be significant now. A flexible approach to discussions, relationships, travel, or a new start involving paperwork, an agreement, or a contract will appeal. This is an excellent time to hone your communication and negotiation skills. Find ways to boost your understanding of others and therefore improving relationships, business, and personal. Be adaptable, but don't lose sight of the big picture. This card represents excellent communication skills, so if you feel yours are lacking, this is the time to boost them. Study in areas such as the media, publishing, writing, and interpersonal dynamics will appeal to you. This is also the card of commerce, business, and trade. A fresh contract, idea, or business venture promises to be successful if you attend to the details of agreements, negotiations, and everyday communications. Technical and digital information may be particularly relevant right now. Conversations with neighbors, siblings, and community will be in the spotlight and will spark fresh ideas. However, the Sun in Gemini can indicate distractions. Too many simultaneous ventures will disperse your energy. Focus on 1 or 2 key projects or collaborations, or you risk spreading yourself too thin. Travel, networking, and gathering information to serve a purpose will prove beneficial. Avoid trying to please everyone at the same time, as you may subsequently please no one, least of all yourself. A short trip or the need to be a little more sociable in your community will point to ways to improve your circumstances. Believe in your communication skills and entrepreneurship. So interesting energy coming out with that card as well. So you might be doing things in media, social media, journalism, things like that, or you are trying to negotiate some sort of contract, relationship, or you're trying to be able to actually communicate more effectively. Interesting. All right, let's see what else we have. My high vibes heal the world. I feel like for some of you, this is going to involve things like travel. Maybe you're traveling for a new job. Maybe you're traveling to kind of gain some perspective or insight somewhere. But by healing your, by raising your vibration, you are actually increasing what you're putting out there in a positive way, which also helps to heal the world. All right, your 2 songs are, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. I feel like maybe you do feel like you're missing out on something. And so these new opportunities might actually help you be able to feel like you're not missing. And then Lady. So this could be somebody's name. This could be like a nickname. They're showing me Lady and the Tramp. So maybe you have a dog that is named Lady, or this is somebody wants to make you their significant other. All right, let's see what else we have. Balancing act, juggling too much and need to let something go for balance. So again, it's letting go of the things that don't work or taking on too many responsibilities. So maybe you have to negotiate balance as far as delegation of duties or what you actually have going on. Fabulous, darling. Things are going well and life is what you make of it. So make it fabulous. Definitely some good news coming in. All right, what do we have for our 12 months ahead? Well, we start with some good news in the love department with the 2 of Cups. It's a union coming for some of you. If you're not already with somebody, this is definitely something where you could be deepening a connection or meeting somebody new and collaborating with others. Peace of mind and joining of two people. So typically I read that as marriage or union with someone. So in January, we could have a union. In February, we have peace of mind and contentment. So I think you're finally balancing things out within your own thoughts. And maybe you've been overthinking things where a relationship is concerned, and so you are having to shift your perspective. It looks like there's definitely some money improvements coming in February that could lead to a lot of wealth and abundance. In March, we have a decision needing to be made with the 2 of Swords. So that's where the negotiation may come in. Communicating effectively what you need, deciding what works best for you, and then going forward with a decision. We have some heartbreak that we need to overcome in the month of, April. So we definitely have some things where there could be deception, frustrations, jealousy, or a broken heart. So remember, you're going to try and balance these things out, not juggle so much, and let go of the things that don't work so that you can create or restore the balance. In May, we have the World, overseas trip, money, luck, world in the palm of your hands, and new opportunities. And I love this. So we have the World and we have the World. So you are transforming your world this next year. You're changing things. You might be traveling the world as well, or traveling into new places and really changing things and making things work for you. Not necessarily what works for everybody else, but what will work for you. Closing out old chapters, starting something new. And I think there's some sort of new project or new work venture that's going to pay off for you as well. January, February, March, April, May, June, we have the King of Cups, gentle, emotional, and shy. This could be a new partnership. This could be somebody who finally opens up to you. Could be somebody who helps you kind of open up and also find balance. 8 of Swords, let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So we have lots of frustrations, feeling bound or gagged. You're in your head. You need to get out of your head and shift your perspective. That's going to help you be able to open up new opportunities. Let's see, August, we have Three of Pentacles. Improvements are underway, but some sort of delay. You again need to connect with source, or you're going to need teamwork to make the dream work. I think that is delays around your finances. Could be why you're feeling frustrated, but I think things really do start to gain more momentum when you shift your perspective. All right, September, Nine of Swords, fears and frustrations. It's time to let go of emotions. You need to have a good cry. You need to journal, maybe therapy, something where you're changing your perspective and finally letting go of the past and letting go of all the pain and the things that you've experienced in order to finally release them and have balance come in. All right, October, we have Page of Wands, travel overland. There's definitely travel involved in your upcoming year. It could be small trips, it could be big trips, it could be a combination, it could be travel for work, it could be vacation, could be some sort of honeymoon, but definitely there is travel involved, so be open to that. All right, November, we have Queen of Swords, hard, cold, and demanding authority. I feel like you're letting go of these people. This might also be where you really need to negotiate and hone your communication skills. If this is the person that's making you feel like you're stuck and trapped, then you need to communicate that effectively. So use the next several months in order to actually develop those skills to where you can actually speak from your heart, say how you feel, and not be able to feel like you didn't get your point across, that you have effectively communicated. I think when you do that, your wish fulfillment comes in. We end with the Star. Brightness, hope, could bring excess. Be careful not to become too greedy. Again, we need balance, but this is a wish fulfillment and it's granted in divine timing. So I feel like we've really gone full circle. So we start with a union and joining of two people and wealth and abundance coming in, making a decision to let go of the heartbreak and the pain, opening up new possibilities or travel, or closing out old chapters so something new can begin, and being open to love, getting out of our head. Maybe we need to connect more to source, let our emotions actually come through, and then we take action and we eliminate the obstacles so we can get to our true purpose and our wish fulfillment. All right, what kind of timing do we have? It's not too late if you take action now, so you're going to start to make some changes in order to actually go forward. Shock, sudden changes, surprise, epiphany. It is time to transform. So that's going to be the theme. Watch out, haters are lurking. Someone's watching you and what you post online. So if you don't want everyone knowing your business, don't post it. It's pretty simple. 6 months from now, changes start to take place. So that would definitely be around June to July. And that's when the world comes out, is from May through the summertime is when I think a lot of these are really going to happen. Within hours, things are changing, and we have divine timing, that it's up to God when it happens. So it is a wish fulfillment granted in divine timing. Let's see. You need a break, so make rest a priority because burnout is very real. It's important that you take care of yourself and find the balance. Yes, balance is needed. Anything that needs balance restored, it's time to find the balance and balancing act. Juggling too much, need to let something go for balance. So definitely balance is going to be key for you going forward this year. It's going to be something that allows you to actually go where you want to go, be who you want to be, and have the relationships that you actually want in your life. Interesting energy. Hope that helps. All right, Scorpio. So we have cycles, endings bringing new beginnings, transforming your life in a positive way, drastic changes in life or appearance. New you, new year. So I feel like you are slowly going to shed your old skin, your old versions of yourself. You're closing out old chapters, things that don't work in your life, so that you can begin something new. So I think as we approach spring and even into all the way up till next winter, that you are over this next year going to start shedding the old versions and completing cycles so that you can transform your life into a positive way. So don't be surprised if some of the Scorpios that you know drastically change their appearance as well. So hairstyles, maybe the way that they dress, the things that they do, maybe eliminating things like smoking or drinking or toxic things that they don't need anymore. So they're all of a sudden transforming and shedding the old versions of themselves. All right, let's see what we have for Scorpio. Eclipse in Libra 31, rebalance, reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. So that's what we have for Scorpio. All right, Eclipse in Libra, rebalance, reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. A turning point is being reached in a relationship. How does the relationship relate to your sense of fair play and your values? An agreement will benefit from careful thought and decisive action. A resolution may not come about peacefully or in a way that you would prefer. A tumultuous time or an introspective phase will promote a fresh approach to the people you associate with. You may feel that the apple cart has been overturned as a result. Rest assured, a new order or structure will come out of the disorder. While you look for balance and fairness in the workplace and at home, a period of adjustment may be necessary. A fresh relationship phase in which fairness is the underpinning quality will gradually grow. Legal matters may reach a crescendo in relation to an agreement or a contract. A mediator or a go-between may be necessary to reach a mutually acceptable arrangement. Devote some of each day to relaxation, stress relief, beauty, and love. Surround yourself with music, art, and flowers. You may wish to indulge in more romance, film, or fiction, or treat yourself to a new outfit or relaxing health treatment. Ask that beauty and love enter your life and picture this occurring. Do not be afraid to make changes. Yes, your actions do have consequences, but if your intention is to create peace in your life and that of others, your efforts will produce the result you want, but you may need to make a tough call in the process. Move forward in the belief that you can attain peaceful goals. Any disruptions will be short-lived, and if you maintain your focus on beauty, equality, fair play, harmony, and peace, you do not need to be distracted by the chaos your decisions may seem to create. Believe that you have love and honor in mind, and your path will ultimately run smoothly. So it's time to focus on things that need to be balanced, reevaluating things, relationships, and remember to operate fairly. All right, we have where there's a will, there's a way. So you are going to be finding a way to make sure that these things are balanced out or to make changes that are necessary in order to go forward. All right, your two songs are Break My Baby and When I Was Your Man. So I think for some of you, there's going to be endings or breakups. For others of you, I think you're going to try and find a way to find peace, harmony, and restore the balance in life. And for others, it's time to end something to create the balance, things that don't work. All right, we have date night. It's time to get a sitter, make plans, and take a night out. So for some of you, you're going to be rebuilding things. Music, sing for the soul, write, play an instrument, dance. Music is in the air. And again, it said something about getting in touch with music. Could also be something important to you. All right, let's see what we have going on for your 12-month spread. We start out January with the Ace of Pentacles. So money coming, a divine wish being granted. So things being balanced back out, especially where your finances are concerned. This is also a card telling you that this could be some sort of like lump sum or gift from the universe, definitely helping you balance things out. Some sort of wish could also be being granted. In February, we have the Nine of Swords, fears, frustrations, and letting go of emotions. So you may need to really let go of the things that don't work for you in the month of February, whether that is letting go of the past to balance things out in the future. Maybe you need to create balance by spending more time with your significant other, but releasing what isn't serving you. In March, we have the Star, so definitely some sort of hope being restored or some sort of divine wish being granted, positive energy coming in. Hope, brightness, hope could bring excess. Be careful not to become greedy, especially if it's like a lump sum or a payout of some kind. Don't blow it all in one place. In April, we have Page of Wands, some sort of travel. You could be taking a trip, and I think if there's really a need or a want to do that, you're going to find a way to do so. All right, in May, we have Nine of Cups, improvements underway, feeling smug or pleased. Definitely things start to improve around springtime, I would say. Things start to financially become easier. Things get better. All right, May, April, let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June, we have communication coming in. Could be some sort of love communication for some of you, but definitely things starting to pick up momentum and lots of communication back and forth. let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, we have the Emperor, some sort of stabilizing influence coming into your life. The Emperor is all about strategic moves and strategy. So this person might be trying to somehow kind of improve your life in a way. So that could be where these changes start to occur. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, we have a Tower moment. Catastrophe, accident, things happening quickly at a lightning pace. These changes need to happen. I feel like this is where the balance really starts to kind of come in. It's not always in the way that you would expect it. So it could be an ending somewhere, maybe a job ends so you can go into a better one. Maybe a relationship needs to end so you can find a better one or be single. But this is definitely something that needs to change and transform. All right, September, we have a lot of decisions to weigh and choices to make. So choose wisely and always listen to your intuition in order to make sure that you don't get swindled, or if something seems too good to be true, pay attention to that. Any red flags. Don't just decide quickly and then regret it later. All right, October, we have the World. Some sort of overseas trip, money improvements, closing out old cycles, things coming full circle, and having the world in the palm of your hands. Could also be overseas travel or new opportunities. November, we have the Eight of Swords, frustrations, feeling trapped or bound. I think you're overthinking a situation in November. You're going to need to actually find a better way and find more balance, because being in your head isn't really going to help you get to where you want to be. And in December, you're going to need some teamwork in order to make things a reality. So this is improvements underway, but delays are around it. Renown, glory, or place of worship. You need to connect with Source. So it looks like there's some sort of money coming in. It's going to help get you out of the frustrations, the fears, and you're finally going to have like a breath of fresh air or release. Some sort of wish fulfillment comes in quickly. It could be money for some of you, and you're going to hear communication about this situation. There's also the possibility that there's a new person or some sort of stabilizing influence that helps create these changes where you couldn't before because things were very stuck and stagnant. But you are going to have to weigh your choices very carefully in order to go forward and to really let go of the negative mindset in order to make these changes. You might need some help from others in order to do so. All right, holidays could be significant for timing. Shock, sudden changes, surprise epiphany. It's time to transform, and we definitely had a Tower moment. So things could be very sudden and shock you when things finally transform. It's worth the wait, so don't rush perfection. So whatever it is going to be worth it. Miracles and divine intervention are occurring for you, and you can't rush that. Could be all the way up till springtime, March, April, or May, so still a few months from now. 000, eternity, oneness, endless possibilities, and where it all begins. So things are definitely starting to change for the better come New Year's. So that would be the beginning point where all of these things finally start to change and transform for you. All right, Sagittarius. We start with travel. The channeled message that I was picking up was a lot of travel, a new love, or deepening a connection, finding your balance again, buying a car, ceremonies of some kind that are celebrations, and endings will bring new beginnings. So I think for some of you, you're traveling a lot, either for work or for pleasure. You could meet somebody while you are traveling. You could be connecting, deepening a connection with an existing partnership, or it could be a new partnership that deepens the connection, and you're finally starting to find your balance in life again. That's going to be really, really important for you. In Tarot, Sagittarius is represented by Temperance, which is all about finding or restoring the balance. We have the possibility of buying a new vehicle, some sort of positive celebration or ceremony, and when you are completing something, you are opening the door for something new to begin. So interesting. All right, let's see what else we have. We have Sun in Aquarius, opportunity 11, a readiness for change. All right. You are ready for something new. Readiness for change can bring out fresh circumstances, whether you initiate them or not. Changes could come out of the blue or have already taken you by surprise. This card can represent new opportunities that are stepping stones to a better life, or news that simply astounds you. An interest in the exoteric will take you to new places. A fresh relationship at this time might be exciting, but if you feel insecure or wish to find stability throughout a relationship, this union may prove too destabilizing to be fulfilling. But for the freedom loving, this relationship can represent the perfect dynamic: mutual respect and willingness to be independent and openly pursue other relationships. This card can represent the on-off dynamics of a disruptive relationship. Perhaps you or your partner is unwilling to commit. Lack of commitment will undermine this relationship, and it can lead to insecurities. This is also the card of technology, the digital age, and humanitarian efforts. These areas in your life may appeal to you now. Be innovative and be ready to try something new is the overall message in this card. However, it's important to combine your more exoteric and inventive ideas with realistic ways to implement them. You may feel that new beginnings or altering the status quo will represent upheaval. Rest assured that any sense of upheaval should be worth the effort, especially if you are open to change and consider life as a journey of discovery. So lots of changes, a lot of in and out, possibly in a relationship. So if you are having fear of commitment, that needs to be addressed. But this is an opportunity for things to change for you. It is safe for you to shine. So it's time for you to be who you truly are, step into that new opportunity, and kind of take things going forward. All right, your two songs are When You Say Nothing at All, Keith Whitley, and Two Heads, Coleman Hell. So when you say nothing at all might mean that there could be some sort of communication that needs to take place or happen, and this person wants to collaborate with you. So I think the whole on and off again thing needs to stop, and you need to decide whether you want commitment with this person or whether you don't, and whether things need to change or end. All right, let's see what else we have. Music for the soul. Sing, write, play an instrument, dance. Music is in the air. Maybe you guys need to connect with writing or singing, playing an instrument, and spa day. Self-care, hair, nails, treat yourself, and relax. So you do need to take better care of yourself going forward. All right, let's see what we have for your messages for the new year. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we start off with travel, Wheel of Fortune, good things coming to you, good luck being on your side, things coming full circle. All right, elevation of money, overseas trip, and completion of a phase. So if the phase was that you are kind of in and out of a relationship and you don't want to be attached, you have to close out that chapter in order to finally really be happy in a committed relationship. If that's not what you want, then close out that chapter and do things on your own for a while. It's an opportunity for you to also grow. So good luck being on your side in January. February, we have strength, inner strength, confrontation with yourself or others. So this may be when things kind of come to the surface in this relationship or scenario that you're going to have to decide whether you want to go things alone or deepen the connection, or what it is you plan on doing. Ace of Wands in March, new beginnings, birth, new ideas, and creation. So definitely some sort of creative venture. Could also be that some of you could find out you're expecting, creating life, creating new ideas. All right, the Fool in April. Good friends, happiness, needing to take a giant leap forward. I think for some of you, you're going to take some time out to kind of focus on you, and then you may regroup in a few months and kind of come back into contact with this person in order to take a leap of faith to go forward with them. This person could be your soulmate with the Six of Cups. Could be as far back as childhood, creating something that lasts, and definitely something that I feel like is bringing you a lot of fulfillment and happiness. So whoever this person is, there's definitely going to be a strong connection. January, February, March, April, May. In June, we have some sort of money fluctuations or an offer that you may not want. It could be a love offer for some of you that you may end up rejecting. I feel like you get some clarity in about July of what you really want to do to be able to go forward. Let's see, August, we have the King of Wands, restless, outspoken, and ambitious. You're going to have to be with somebody who doesn't stifle who you are, where it doesn't feel like you're suffocating. And it's definitely something where you could struggle with commitment issues, where you kind of want to do your own thing or travel or be able to kind of take a trip on a whim. And so you might not want to be tied down to somebody. So you're going to have to find someone who lets you be your true authentic self. In September, we have needing some sort of recovery, needing to take time out, rest, and relaxation with the Four of Swords. So don't burn the candle at both ends. You might actually need some time to recover or rest or recuperate from something. All right, October, we have some sort of wish fulfillment coming in for you. Definitely not losing hope that things are changing and coming forward. All right, don't be too greedy as well. Brightness, hope could bring excess. Be careful not to become too greedy. All right, November, we have the Page of Wands. Again, some sort of travel. Might be traveling for work. It could be any other reason, but definitely making some adjustments. In December, we have the Eight of Wands, speedy news or situation, arrows of love. I think this relationship is either going to stand the test of time, or for some of you, it's going to fizzle out because it's not right for you, but you will end up meeting somebody new, I feel like. Or you're rekindling from somebody from the past. Either way that resonates for you. It could be both for some of you. Could be that you're with somebody, you end something, you rekindle with somebody from the past, and it finally goes forward. Let's see what we have. Could take a while, going to take a while, pack a lunch maybe. So whatever this is could definitely take some time. September, October, November. So all the way up until next fall for some of these things to really change, and that's exactly what these cards are saying too. When you're ready, it will happen, but not before you're ready. So you're going to need some patience for this. Divine miracles and intervention are occurring. So that's what the holdup is. And 000, endless eternity, oneness, and possibilities, where it all begins. So know that if the divine is delaying something, it's because they have something or someone better in store for you. And sometimes that can take time for things to really line up. We have shock, sudden changes, surprise, epiphany. It's time to transform the situation. So we have between fall and spring, March, April, or May is the timing for this. And holidays could be significant for any of these changes to take place for you. All right, so we have things being spun in your favor. Good luck turning around for you in the first part of the year. Things requiring courage in order to birth new creations and new ideas. Needing to take a leap of faith somewhere, and I feel like it's in your romantic life this time. There could be someone from the past returning that's offering you some sort of love offer. You're going to gain clarity and decide what you want, whether you're going to take this or whether you're not. And you need to make sure you're not burnt out in the later half of the year, September to December. There's some sort of wish fulfillment coming in, possibility of travel, and somebody expressing their feelings. So lots of things changing, and some of this is definitely divinely guided for you. All right, Virgo, your channeled message. We have a fresh start in life, taking care of overdue health care items, visits, and etc. So they're telling me that you're finally starting to put yourself first. You're finally starting to take care of things that have been on the back burner. You could also be meeting somebody new in love, building a relationship or friendship, and career. Could be changing career or some sort of advancement, raise, or promotion at work. So your love life could be improving. Your health needs work, so take care of your health and anything that you've been neglecting. You could be meeting somebody new or building a new relationship or new friendships, and career advancements, changes, or chance for raise or promotion at work. So all positive things coming for you. All right, let's see what we have for you, Virgo. Moon in Leo, heroism 17. It's time to let your inner hero out. So you're going to have to stand up for yourself and be your own hero. Let's see what we have for that card. Okay. Your profile, kudos, and self-esteem can blossom now. Invest time in yourself, promote your abilities, and be a peacock. Celebrate. You may be at your peak, so enjoy being respected and the center of attention. In other words, you're a hero. You are at the top of your game, riding the crest of a wave, fulfilling your needs to shine as brightly as you can. Be aware, there are two sides to being a hero. You may have reached a goal, but you must guard against vanity, laziness, and pride. It doesn't take much to fall from grace. You can give birth to a new circumstance, but must take nothing for granted. Leaner times may lie ahead, but with careful planning, you can achieve your goals and retain success. Avoid competitiveness and one-upmanship, as these could lead to a false sense of self-importance and ultimately to your downfall. A strong sense of gratitude and compassion for others will promote your talents in a positive light and add to the cycle of ever-increasing good fortune. You may feel particularly creative and wish to shout your ideas from the rooftops. You may also feel particularly generous, but it's important that your generosity is channeled into worthy causes, or you risk squandering your finances and wasting good intentions on unworthy causes or being taken advantage of. The peacock in you may wish to show off, but if your exuberance threatens others, your position may be the subject of jealousy and your rivals may feel provoked to teach you a lesson. So ensure that you maintain perspective and balance. So very important that you don't let your ego get in the way, and that you are very cautious with not provoking enemies especially. All right, let's see what your vibe is for this reading. I lovingly accept myself. So lovingly accepting your flaws, your shadow side, your light side, and integrating those and accepting who you truly are, flaws and all. So I lovingly accept myself. Your two songs are Your Body is a Wonderland. So again, accepting yourself, and Love Me Like You Do. I think this is relating to, you might be meeting somebody new, and you might want this person to really kind of give you that love and affection that you've been looking for. Let's see what else we have. Music for the soul. Sing, write, play an instrument, dance. Music is in the air, so music could be significant for you. Having a spa day, self-care, hair, nails, treat yourself and relax. You might need to take some time for self-care. You're fired. Job loss, layoff, money worries. Don't give up and keep going. So again, you're going to have to rescue yourself from these things that could be obstacles for you. I think you're going to be able to overcome them. And I think by losing one thing, you're going to gain a lot, because you're going to actually be where you truly need to be and where you actually are feeling valued. So that's going to be important for you. All right, let's see what we have going forward. All right, well, we start out January with lack concerns and mindset. So definitely money worries could be an issue for you. So be cautious with your spending. Delays around money coming in from the cold. Someone could block you or cut you off in some way. Could be cutting you off financially, or again, it could be tied to job loss or layoffs, money worries. Don't give up and keep going. This could also be injury, illness, and recovery. So you're dealing with previous health concerns. Taking better care of your health was also what came through in the channeled message. So that could be affecting your money in the month of January. So cut unnecessary spending, especially if it's something like maybe you have to have surgery or some sort of treatment. Then you can budget accordingly to try and not be spread so thin. All right, in February, we have some deception. Seven of Swords is all about sneaky, underhanded behavior. So you want to be cautious with those people that are around you, and know that there could be some people who don't have your best interests at heart. So be cautious. In March, we need to find the balance. Sagittarius energy with Temperance, and it's all about money restrictions and testing the waters. So again, you might still sort of be recovering from any sort of hiccup in your finances at the beginning of the year, but you will find the balance. So you need to be cautious. You need to curb anything that isn't in alignment with you. In April, we have the Seven of Wands. Frustrations, you are able to overcome your frustrations and you are on top of the situation. So things start to get back on track around April. Hopefully it doesn't take quite that long for your finances to improve, but it could for some of you. All right, in May, we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. How interesting. So this is about things where government might be involved, church might be involved. It's marriage, government, or public company, body corporate, official building, or official situation. For some of you, it could be like the corporation that you're working for. For others of you, this signifies things like marriage or commitment and needing to take a leap of faith. The Fool, good friends, happiness, and needing to take a giant leap forward. So this comes out in, in June. So in June, you might need to take a leap of faith in something that scares you. It could be relationships. Let's see, July we have Wheel of Fortune, elevation of money, overseas trip, and completion of a phase. So we start out with money worries and it kind of trickles through a little bit throughout the first part of the year. But as we get into summertime, things start to improve. So things pick up, they change for the better, and improvements. Good luck is on your side. It's taken a lot of strength to get to that point. I feel like you've overcome a lot by that point in life. And so you need to focus on the positive. So in August, we have needing strength, and that's Leo energy. So confrontations with yourself or others. So someone could be trying to confront you. You're going to want to stand your ground. Make sure that you're in the right before you do so. September, we have Ace of Wands, new beginnings, birthing new creations. So this is something where it could be a creative project, could have to do with music. I'm picking up for some of you. Maybe you're going to create music, play an instrument, something like that. That definitely is an outlet for you in a positive way. All right, when we get to, let's see, October, we have a lot of forward movement coming in with the Chariot. Could be dealing with a Cancer. Movement of residence, journey, victory over a situation or problem, and balancing the opposite polarities. So you could be moving, relocating, changing jobs. Forward movement could be purchasing a vehicle for some, balancing things out, and forward progress and movement. We get to November, we have a lot better days when it comes to our finances. So we start with the Five of Pentacles, delays and money worries, and we end up starting the end of the year with a lot better prospects for money. Money contentment, signing of money agreement. For some, I think it's a contract with a new job that pays a lot better, building wealth, a legacy of wealth, generational wealth, definitely some more money coming to you. And justice being served. Legal situation or document, police finding out the truth in the matter and affecting the balance. So balancing things, making things equal on a level playing field. Could be dealing with courts or contracts. It could be some sort of payout from the court system, like a settlement for some, but things starting to balance back out for you. All right, what kind of timing do we have for this? Wow. All right, we have daytime could be significant. Things have been delayed, but a delay is not a denial. It means they're getting ready to bring something better for you. 333, clear path to keep moving forward. Don't give up and keep going. Things are shifting in the right direction. It is closer than you think it is. And wait, it is not yet the right time. Spirit will guide you when it is. It's worth the wait, so don't rush perfection. That's what we have for your reading. Okay, Capricorn, last but not least, your channeled message, finding purpose again, illness needing to be resolved, stress management needed, time to relax, journaling, music, hobbies. Find enjoyment again in life and building your money, savings, investments, etc. So I really feel like you're going to be soul searching in the first part of the year, and you're going to try and decide what it is that you really want to do with your life, whether that's going back to school, changing jobs, or doing something that really makes you feel alive again. There's also some sort of underlying illness that might need to be resolved, or stress management is needed in order to relax. I feel like a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, things like that, and those can be resolved by doing things to make changes where you're doing something positive, letting go of negative mindsets, a lot of excess stress, things like that, and things where you have hobbies, things that you enjoy will help you also relax and enjoy life again. So you're also focused on building your money, maybe your savings, or you are starting to make some sort of investments. Could be like stocks, bonds, Bitcoin, whatever, but something where it leads to a lot of money in the future for you. All right, let's see what else we have. Moon in Virgo, 18, contentment. The chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. All right. It is now time to indulge your true interest and to integrate these into your daily schedule so that you can enjoy your life more. You'll feel motivated by daily activities and work that really means something to you on a core level. You may wish to be at the top of your game or feel that you must consider where your skills can be applied in a new and challenging terrain. Otherwise, you risk resting on your laurels, or worse, still stagnating, and in your daily life will seem a chore rather than a pleasure. If, however, you feel valued in your current work and are excited to continue rising to new challenges in your daily life, continue on this path, as this is where you are best able to be of use and service to those with whom you work. and this ultimately will bring you the greatest satisfaction and contentment. If this is a good time to review health practices and routines, you may feel particularly vivacious or perhaps the opposite. If it's the latter, this is your chance to boost health and nutrition so that you can stay in peak fitness and to be productive both in the workplace and as a valuable member of your community. To be happy, it's vital to boost your self-esteem and to enjoy basic daily exercise that has a wonderfully uplifting effect. A health or beauty process such as a beauty treatment or regular gym workout will engender a fresh approach to life and to create a more fulfilling and deeper sense of satisfaction, especially if you've been particularly self-critical, have been criticized recently, or are lacking in self-esteem. Aim to boost energy levels and you'll feel revitalized on many more levels than purely the physical. This in turn will improve all areas of your daily life and lead to contentment. And that's exactly what I was saying, is you're going to be addressing things like health issues. You're going to need to do things that make you feel alive again so you can enjoy yourself, and that's going to give you a sense of contentment. All right, let's see what we have for your vibe. I make way for miracles. So for some of you, you need to be open to the possibility of miracles. You need to make room for them in your life by closing out opportunities that don't suit you, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship. Let go of the things that you don't want so you can make way for the miracles to come in. Your songs are What's Love Got to Do With It? I feel like you could be single going into the new year and that may change. And Tell Me Lies. I think you are a little nervous because you've been hurt in love before, and so you are hesitant to kind of get involved with people because maybe you feel like they're just going to be like the same type of people you've dealt with. So be open to something new. Let the divine come in and show you what a miracle is. Redheaded stepchild, scapegoat, or problems with the family. So I think you're working through some of these things, or you're eliminating these things or situations. Moving on, jobs, houses, relationships, it's time to pack your bags. So making big changes. Definitely moving on from what doesn't serve you so you can go forward into something that's better for you. Let's see what we have for your 12 months ahead for Capricorn. Ooh, all right. Interesting. All right, so we start January with the Seven of Cups, having lots of options. So whether this is options in love, whether this is options to take better care of yourself, or options to make way for miracles, you definitely need to weigh those carefully in January and decide what will work best for you. But there is also money improvements underway. In February, we have the Lovers, so there could be some sort of new relationship coming, something that maybe you need to make a decision about, whether you want to act on this, whether you want to build things and grow, whether you're going to go into union with this person, or whether you're building friendships and new opportunities. In March, you need to connect with some fiery, passionate energy. So following your passions, making way for new things to come into your life by eliminating the old things that are taking up space that you don't want to take with you. Be outspoken and be driven. In April, we have the King of Cups, so gentle, emotional, and shy. This might be a new person that's coming in for you. It could be a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. There's someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. They're very emotional. They kind of operate out of emotions, and they might help to kind of bring the balance between your fiery side and your outspokenness and your more gentle, softer side. All right, in May, we have Three of Swords. So overcoming heartbreak, jealousy, pain, deception, and definitely something that could have been a broken heart or frustrations in love. You're overcoming those. In June, we have the Ten of Swords, death or ending of a situation or relationship. So it's like something that isn't working has to end and make way for something that will. It's also letting go of backstabbing, betrayal, things that didn't serve you in relationships, and letting that be a part of the past. In July, we have the Empress, so I think you could be meeting your divine counterpart, or somebody who could be the mother of your children, or somebody who is really nurturing and loving towards you. But delays are going to prove necessary in that situation. So if things are slow to take progress forward, then know that there's a reason for it. All right, let's see. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, we need to walk away from things. Problems in relationships, let's see, money problems, turning your back and walking away knowing nothing else can be done. So leaving things in the past and finally going forward to where you want to be. It brings you a victory in September. Definitely something where good news is coming, some sort of victory news. Could be in love. For others of you, I think it's recognition at your job or for your performance in something where you're being cast in the spotlight. Let's see, October, we have money losses, shifting your perspective, being in deep, heavy emotions. I feel like you're still trying to overcome a heartbreak or heartbreaking situation. Money losses, all is not lost. If you look behind you, still have something to salvage. So know that even if you went through a heartbreak, in this area of your life, that there's still something better coming and you need to salvage what is still positive. In November, we have forward movement, Chariot energy with Cancer energy. Forward movement, forward progress, relocation, let's see, things improving, movement of residence, journey, victory over a situation or problem, and balancing the opposite polarities. And it leads to your happiness at the end of the year in December. The Ten of Cups is fulfillment. It's love. It's marriage, usually seen as commitment, happiness, good things, party or celebration. So whether you're getting married or whether you're attending a wedding, definitely the joining of two people and coming together for a positive celebration. All right, let's see what kind of timing we have for your reading. Valentine's Day, so February, and we have the Lovers could be significant. You may be connecting with somebody over Valentine's Day. Things are shifting in the right direction. Daytime could be significant. When you're ready, it will happen, but not before you're ready. So you've got to make some changes in order to get there. Could be springtime, March, April, or May. Holidays could also be significant. Miracles and divine intervention are occurring to get you there. A week to 7 days, things start to change for you, and rapid changes. Lightning speed, sudden shocking news brings huge changes. I think these changes come from within for the most part. You're going to start taking better care of yourself, and by doing so, you're actually opening up to opportunities and making way for miracles. I feel like you might have played the field a little while, or you're kind of like not seeing anybody because maybe you feel like love has burned you and you're not sure that you want to get involved with somebody. You are moving on from something, either changing jobs, houses, or relationships. Definitely changes are coming. You need to make decisions, especially where it relates to love and your other relationships that are around you, friendships and work relationships. Letting go of heartbreak and pain in order to open up an opportunity for somebody better to come in, and being willing to walk away from the opportunities that aren't good for you. You will get some sort of victory, but you have to change your perspective for things to take momentum to get you where you truly want to be. But it happens in divine timing, so you can't rush it. Things start to change as soon as a week to 7 days, and some will happen very rapidly. Others will happen when you are actually ready for it. That's what we have for your year ahead messages. Remember to watch your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign for your entire year ahead's message. I hope that helps, guys. We'll see you back here soon.